All right. So, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I actually have definitely not going to be on here long. I actually have a lot of work to get done today. A lot of phone calls to follow up on with. In case if you to keep y'all updated, I do have a meeting with the FBI. I'll be going Wednesday to the FBI. What's up? Have a meeting with the FBI Wednesday. I already had the information faxed over to where they told me to send it to. I uploaded the documents and the files. And the reason why I'm going to the FBI is because I am reporting Mr. Davis, aka Midwest. And I guess, I don't know what he was thinking, but apparently he got a call back from the IRS. Wants to report me for, I guess, having people file fraudulent tax returns, whatever. And that's his right. He can do whatever, that's his right. If he feels that I have been having people file fraudulent tax returns and he wants to help the people out by ending these fraudulent tax returns, then by all means, do what you got to do. Whether you can prove it or not, that's a different thing. And see, once the IRS, even if they look into it, all they're going to find is following the rules and the regulations. I mean, that's all they're really going to find. I'm not worried about it at all. Just to let you know that I'm not worried about it, if y'all check my latest community tab, I actually just give you a snippet of the emails that me and these Treasury officials, me corresponding with them. And both Treasury officials, I sent everything to them that I had. Even my notice of claim, I sent everything to them. In which one official I spoke with forwarded to the Treasury's attorney, and then the Treasury's attorney forwarded to the IRS. I mean, a Treasury attorney now. I wish I had that recording, because I called and I said, was there anything wrong with the documents, anything? And I remember the lady told me, no, Mr. Thomas, if it was, we wouldn't even be this far. Which I said, I understand. I know. I've also sent my stuff to the FBI before and then called. So I am nowhere near worried. I am not worried. I would have thought it was serious if you would have put it on paper under the penalty of perjury, whether if you're making a false statement, you could be punished. Wish you would have did that. Because everything that I filed under the penalty of perjury. I'm willing to, I can take those risks. And let's just say the IRS wants to meet me and talk about it. All I'm going to do is just show them all the stuff that done, sent them. I mean, they already know. Everybody in my email, thank you. My mom's situation at that. So I have nothing to worry about, but it just goes to show that for someone to have $1.5 million, you damn sure seem to be preoccupied with the individual that is not even in your tax bracket. I'm not even in Midwest's tax bracket because Midwest has $1.5 million or access to it. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't be worried about anything if I was him. I mean, he ain't do nothing wrong, right? I mean, you ain't do nothing. You ain't sell no IPPs. The copy of the IPP that I got, it ain't come from you. The actual payment statement that when they sent it to the JMD Foundation, that ain't, I guess that's not you. You know what I'm saying? So you have nothing to worry about. Those BOEs that you were selling for $200, that status correction, those Q-sips, which you're not on camera doing, you have nothing to worry about. This, you said you were screened by the Secret Service, right? You said you were screened by the Secret Service. So if you were screened by the Secret Service and you're authorized by the government to issue Q-sips, you should have nothing to worry about. If you were a licensed broker teaching the broker's class and you signed a non-disclosure agreement, which everybody broke, by the way. Everybody broke the non-disclosure agreement. I just want to say that everybody broke it. Hey, peace of love, Pete. What I'm trying to figure out is you should have nothing to worry about. I mean, the Secret Service screened you. Although some say that they actually went to see Unc and not you. It's cool. But you should have nothing to worry about. But you calling the IRS to try to report me for having people file fraudulent tax returns. I mean, bro, I don't know if you're going to get anywhere with that one. It's a good try, though. I definitely like the ambition. It's a good try. I mean, what are you going to say? Like, that I haven't filed fraudulent 1099s? I mean, what are you going to, like, what would you say? That I subscribe to the redemption theory? I mean, are you going to start lying now? Because if your angle is to lie, then I understand why you would do what you do. Like I relied on this. So this ain't correct. So is it against the law for me to rely on shit like this? I mean, it's against the law. Is it against the law to rely on the proper accounting, their regulations? I mean, is that against the law? I mean, that's all they're going to find is littered with regulations and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what would you actually use? I mean, come on. We all know you're lying. Like, we know that part. We know that's we get that part. We know that's, I mean, we know that's what you're doing, but here's the thing about that. I'm not lying. When they ask me, is there evidence of him doing that, selling those fraudulent IPP? See, I'm not lying.
As you guys see, I used my
See, I'm not
IPP
lying.
ID in the bank yesterday. Don't forget to get your IPP ID. They $450. Hit your boy Midwest up. Tax exempt. Do not detain. Do not stop. Yeah, that.
See, I'm not lying. You know, I'm not lying about that part. I'm not lying about the people who sent me the emails which you purchased on. You had them cash app your JMD Foundation. See, I'm not lying. The people who paid for your securities class $500 and you went there and showed Tamika's video, and then you dropped the class once they let you know that. Come on, y'all know everybody that needs in your class. You know they've been in this class. You know they've been in that class. They're gonna know. Hold on, we seen this already. Tamika had that discharged that shit. And then when you charge for the QSIPs, a copy of that collateral number and all that stuff, littered with sovereign citizen rhetoric, like we know that. I got a copy of the status correction you were selling, littered with sovereign citizen stuff. All that status correction was you just took that from somebody else and you just repackaged it. See, I can prove all these things. I can prove that you using the fidelity route. I can prove that. Even though you took all those videos down. Right. Too bad you took the videos down. Do you know that when you delete a video, when you take a video down, it's like, let's say I take a video down off my channel and I delete the video. You know, it never deletes the database, the Google database. Do you know that it's still stored in the Google's database, like YouTube? Like, you still know that police can still get everything that you deleted? Did you know that? It may be deleted from my page in the public, but Google still has access to it. That's why you can still report a video that's been deleted. They all just need the title of the video. They still have those videos. So in those videos, it's going to show you actively selling collateral numbers, QSIPs. That's securities fraud. You're not a licensed securities broker. You're not allowed to issue QSIPs. You're not licensed. You're not registered. You're selling IPPs. You're not authorized by a government, state department to do it. And you're on camera holding yours up. See, I don't have to lie to tell the truth about you. And I'm not even getting into your personal life. I'm going straight off information. The information that you put out there, the information that you sell. We talking about your information. I'm not even going to make this about you personally. Because in reality, I don't care. I don't care. But when we stick to the facts, statistics, the data, and the information, why don't anybody want to engage? Engage with the information. Listen, gauge. Yeah, I know, right, Pete? Listen, gauge in the information. Let's engage. Y'all notice, engage in the information. Is the information wrong? Is Tamika's information wrong? Is Coach MT's information wrong? Ms. Jackson's information is wrong. Chris Howell's information. Let's engage the information. I don't advocate for people to file fraudulent tax forms that's going to get you in trouble. But you have before. You was advocating for people to file 1099s incorrectly. People filed 1099s based on your advice, and they got frivolous filings. Want to know why? Because some of them were in your group before. And they gave their testimony while the stuff they paid for in your group. The 1,000% interest on the silver. I never promised 1,000% interest. You did. That was the little plan you and all them money boy came up with. I never say, hey, you could buy a house and a car with a CP575 voucher. You and Alessandra came up with that. You did. Y'all were charging people $1,500. Y'all charged them $1,500 for. You said that people could pay their bills with a 1099 and get 100 G's out the bank with a 1099. You said that. I didn't say that. You were a student of Chris Hauser. You was dick eating that white man. Not me. You were mentioned in that email with Alicia Henson. You were. You were. I mean, these are the stuff that you were saying out your own mouths. You. It wasn't me. You know? It wasn't me. It's not me. You the one that said you could do these things. You took money for those bills of exchange. These are your former students and victims, not me. No record where Congress authorized to get whatever I'm talking about done. And if it's not in the congressional record where Congress authorized whatever action that we want to take, if it's not already on the book and not on the congressional record, not in the Federal Register, it will not happen. Want to know why? Because they don't even have authority to pull any money out of the Treasury on your behalf, my behalf, or anyone else's behalf, unless there was an act of Congress. Now, before that, you were still saying they could pay your bills. After you listened to my live one day, Midwest, you ran back to your people talking about Congress can't pay your bills. Because we caught you when you started your live. I was on Otis Who Network, and they caught you, and we caught you playing me. I heard me in the background before you started your live, then you clicked it off. Then all of a sudden, you telling whoever was over there, you telling them that they can't. Congress ain't got no authority to pay their bills. It's a lot of stuff you switch your tone up after watching me. And it's not me who's looking for it. Those people running back and telling me. Right. But everything I'm saying, I'm not making up a lie. Look, I don't know this person, Q Vasquez. I never met him. I never met Q Vasquez. See, you see what I'm saying? And it's not just Q Vasquez. It's emails after emails, phone calls after phone calls of people that used to be with you. So your issue is really with the people that was with you. Yeah, this is real time. I swear to God, this is happening in real time. I don't know. This happened in real time. But he did business with you, Midwest. He did business with you. And it's funny that everybody who has something negative to say about you, Midwest, they always seem to have spent money with you. Like, I'm not running a shadow campaign against you, but it seems like they spent money with you. Otis Who Network, what's up? They spent money with you. They spent money with you. You gotta can't get mad at me because they don't like the business you did with them.
Pass authorizing it. There is nothing that's going to come out of having a birth certificate. It is not a check. It's not an evidence of I can get this.
So when the government sweeps my account, which they're always looking at my account, this is what they're gonna hear me talking about. This is what they're gonna hear me talking about.
Money. The land upon which 1933. If you use that credit fraud, and they're not going to process it. They're not going to process it. So with all the money that we paid throughout the year, it's no record. They have the authority.
Hold on, y'all.
Correction. Think about this. Your document, the interest that we you to get a quick tip. They'll tell you whether a birth certificate. And guess what? Fraud. Midwest. And I've gotten to myself actually just say like clockwork. So Tamika, scam, fraud. Midwest, you already see my videos on that. Alessandra, fraud. See, here's the thing. Alessandra and Midwest, they scamming each other, but they don't even realize they scamming each other. Midwest, realize.
I know.
Right. They know they scamming each other.
It's like, you get the people to pay to get on this class, which I went ahead with a my mind. I'm like, did the motherfucker just stop the class? What the fuck?
Wow. He was in your class, Midwest. He was in your class. And that's the same class I'm talking about when you took Tamika's video. And I'm not saying her video was correct. I'm just talking just context. People paid to get in that class. You play her video. And as soon as they let you know that's not yours, you ended the class and never came back. Just like that securities broker. Never showed up. So you can't really try to talk about me when you got a track record with people that used to deal with you. That's the problem. You can't throw stones when you're living in a glass house.
Right. Right, because he got caught out for using someone else's video. He used someone else's video. He got caught out on it. Then he stopped the class, exit the class, and then can't get. Then he got mad. Got on his shorts about no refunds, no refunds. What you mad?
Yeah, because you deleted that video too. You deleted that video too. Oh, most definitely. Oh yeah. Right. Like you deleted that video too. Right. He should have never went down that road. That's what I'm saying. He went down the wrong road. But they've been seeing my documents for years. They've been seeing my shit for years. They've been seeing my shit. I say, oh, you should have went somewhere else but them. You should have went somewhere else but them. Much fucking tax that I set off for my mom. You should have went somewhere else but them. I don't even know what you could have went somewhere else. Why you go there? I study these people like the Bible. I know their codes like a goddamn Bible verse. You went to the wrong place. You went right up my alley.
Oh, brother, what you mad? Oh, you got caught.
Yeah. So then would know it.
Right. Right.
You know,
Right.
I told them it's one thing, like Tamika doing the process of getting your car title, you know, all that. All right. First you say you put it on pen and paper.
Right.
You send it in, you put a stamp on there, you get your stamps canceled out, you put a pay to an order,
Right. Right.
then you do your beneficiary signature, and boom. Tell them to send your tenders to your TDA account.
See, that's what she goes wrong at. See, if she would stay on the right side, she'd be okay. She's right with finding the indenture trustee, making your presentment, whatever. But when she starts bringing it to TDA, starts putting this type of signature stamp on it, that stamp on the back of the signature, on the back of the instrument will get you, it's going to do more, hurt you. So she's mixing too much. She's mixing the legit stuff with the illegit, with the illegal stuff.
Exactly. So then, okay, and then she said, you find your 1099, and your securities, you sign it in your beneficiary signature, take to the order of whoever you send it to. I'm like, okay, well, I did it that way too. Still no ring.
Right. And then what did she say?
Two. You see it in another one.
You got your LLC refund checks last year. Someone knows how to get things. They won't talk about that on the live. And she's scamming him because he's bringing her clientele to buy her bogus wares. He thinks he's getting the return and scamming her by getting free knowledge and then going back and selling it to the people on the side, in which none of that works. Prime example, Midwest talking about he just did this voucher CP 576. They shut the first one down. The EIN that was invalid. They shut that down. He don't realize they shut it down due to fraudulent activity. He don't realize that. That's why they gave him a new one. They give you a new one, and ain't because they're trying to help you. They basically trying to set a profile up and line you up later on down the line.
All facts. All facts. You don't do enough reading. All facts. All facts. He don't do enough reading. He don't do enough reading for me.
His ass with a big $500,000, $750,000 bill. And guess what? When they hit you with that type of bill, they are not going to accept no processes. You're going to have to pay that cash money or get on an installment plan. They're not even going to answer to any shit. I can go reach out. He's breaking her clientele, and she thinks he's getting the information he needs to get over the hump. But as you can see, he doesn't read or study the Internal Revenue Manual because the simple fact right here, there is a 180-day delay on processing 1041s now. So he's sitting there every day. Well, this one day at a time. Yeah, we checked it. Nothing in the mail. You want to know why? They're not even going to get around to that 1041 until April, May.
Where's that 1041 at? Midwest, since you're so worried about what you think I didn't get, where that 1041 at? Still no response, huh? You stop talking about it? Yeah, we know.
So what do you think he's going to say when May, December, January, February, March come around and still nothing done, and he got everybody just on pins and needles? By that time, you've been on to a new remedy.
And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. What's up, the one? We appreciate it, the one. Appreciate your homeboy. Remember, everybody waiting for the CP 575 to get processed? Remember the 1041? Huh? Remember? See, yes, I'm rent free. Yes, you see what happened to that? Now, let me do another one for you. Let me do another one for you. I'm gonna do another one for you. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Do another one for you. Another one of his clients. Well, ex-clients. That's the dude I called the commissioner from in there. That was the nickname I gave him. And then everybody on the yard started calling him the commissioner. That man studied. He knew every form, even if you didn't apply to, he knew every form, every regulation. He knew it. Way more than what I knew. Yeah, that's the dude I kept referring to. We call him the commissioner. Now watch this. Listen to this. You hear that? She's about to tell her story with me and West. The first thing she says is, "Oh Lord, oh Lord." Now, when those eight, they get all this. When they get all this, I mean, I got videos of recorded phone calls with Midwest former victims, and I kept a lot of them in the cut because I'm like, all right, leave me alone. I won't. But you came, you started stirring the pot again. I guess you realized people weren't coming to your class anymore, so you want to blame me for it. I don't know. But you started stirring the pot again, not knowing I got an arsenal of evidence against you. Somebody went back and recorded every single one of those shorts and videos that you took down Midwest. They got them. I got them all. Perfect. Perfect. Yep. Yeah. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? So you actually, you should have just kept it pushing. But no. So here's another one of your clients. And guess what? You can't make up no clients for me because every client that I have, I got their first name and their last name, and I got them written down in my file. So if I ever work with them, it's going to be in my database. I know who everybody, everyone. Now, I get it. There's some disgruntled clients who are just impatient and want to leave before shit's done. That probably was the case too with you. I get that. Some people, I get that. But it's a difference between that and this. And you notice how he never talked about ever again. You notice how he never talked about him going into the bank with that birth certificate or that security. Remember? Notice how that just went under the bridge? Right. Yep. Never came through what he said he's going to do. She say, absolutely. See, you notice how I'm not on here. I'm not, everything I'm using that I'm saying or claiming, I'm factual everything. Everything that I'm talking about. I didn't even, not even get into your personal. Not even getting to the personal. I'm just getting on everything that everybody else has dealt with you, their experiences. You see? See? I'm not even going to get to the personal because there's no need. Oh, doing something with what? Q-sips? Huh? Q-sips? Oh no, no family photos. No. Q-sips? So when I said he was selling fraudulent Q-tips, where do you have it? Someone who purchased his Q-tips. Yeah? Okay. So imagine when they subpoena and get access to all your records, your Cash App statements, your phone calls. They get access to your phone calls. And they get access to all of that. Because they do their research. They're going to find everybody who you work with. Imagine all them goddamn Q-tips you sold that you are not licensed to. Or you say you were. We'll find out. Just imagine. See what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Hold on. You can't hear anything? You should be able to hear it. You can't hear anything, Rich? Audio not playing? Okay. Hold on. Hold on. It should be playing. Okay, let me stop sharing and then let me share it again. Because I don't want y'all to miss this. I don't want y'all to miss this one. Let me know if it's playing.
On a little duration with him and stuff like that about the satisfaction. And he was doing something when you dig about the hell was it Q-tips?
Oh, okay.
Can y'all hear that? Was that good? Okay, y'all hear someone now? All right, pay attention.
And he was doing something when you dig about the hell was it Q-tips?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be like a little webinar or something like that. Yeah, I pay $250 to talk to a broker, and he never came through.
Damn. Never came through. Never came through. Anytime people pay for my webinar, I'll show up. What I say is going to be in there is going to be in there. See, once again, these are people who experienced you. See, he's going to try to make it so much about me and not the information and people's dealings with him. That's why he took down all those old videos. He took them down. Why did you take them down instead of just making them members only? He erased them. All that old shit that he knew could probably get him caught up or make him look bad. Why did you take them down? Why did you take them down?
So then,
Hold on a minute. I got to I'm sorry, cut you off. I got a question. The broker never came through.
I don't even think at this point on, I think it never was a broker.
Okay.
Damn. She didn't even think it was a broker at that point. Like it was just all a sham. Because he had a short talking about a broker would be there. You'd be able to talk to the broker. Right. You'd be able to talk to the broker. But she don't even think there ever was a broker.
If you pay, you still good. Get you a new link. You can go reschedule.
Broker, and he never came through. So then,
Hold on a minute. I got to go. I'm sorry, cut you off. I got a question. The broker never came through.
I don't even think at this point on, I think it never was a broker.
Okay. All right. Let's go with that. Was there a reschedule of it? Say, hey, broker didn't come through. I'm going to reschedule. Y'all money. If you pay, you still good. Get you a new link. Go reschedule.
No.
Okay. All right. It was a misunderstanding, y'all. So okay. So all right, to say this. Okay, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, y'all.
But he's the type that will still take your money. He will still take your money knowing that the real reason why y'all paid for it is not going to be in there. He will still take your money knowing that they're never going to show up. He will still take your money.
Your refund. Wow. So that's just stealing. That's just stole your money.
So he said, no, y'all paid for the webinar. Y'all didn't pay for the information that was in. Y'all paid for the webinar.
You hear that? So he tells them, once they start complaining, asking for their money back, he tells them, no, y'all paid for the webinar, not the information that was going to be in the webinar. So you say you're having a webinar with this going to be there. So he didn't say $250 for the webinar. You got to pay another $250 or $3 to get access to their information. Nope. It was presented as $250 for the webinar and such will be there because he made a short about it. He made a short about it. But when people start asking for their money back, because there was plenty of videos after that on that short, man, he had about 16 messages of people just bombing him out for stealing people's money, taking people's money. Damn, you scamming, staying honored. Why you take our money like that? And he end up deleting that short. But somebody screenshot all the messages. Oh, man.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Hold on.
You saw that real fight. Oh my God, bro. You saw the people have a one-on-one with the broker, so he gets the
Hold on.
You saw that real fight.
Hey, y'all. Here's your refund. Wow. So that's just stealing. That's just stole your money.
So he said, no, y'all paid for the webinar. Y'all didn't pay for the information that was in the webinar. Y'all paid for the webinar. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hold on.
You saw that real fight. Oh my God, bro. You saw the people have a one-on-one with the broker, so he gets the record about how we execute the accused. He's like, no, y'all paid for the webinar.
So he said there was going to be a one-on-one broker there to help them execute the QSIPs. So once again, you were selling QSIPs in which you weren't licensed to do so. Fraudulent securities. Then you was creating fraudulent documents to give to those people, evidencing QSIPs that they never really were entitled to. So you're selling these fraudulent QSIPs, not me. It's the shit you did. All because you didn't want to go get a job and make an earning while doing this on the side or whatever. You was totally reliant on everybody paying you to support your livelihood. This is why you was just taking all money that came in. That's why you had no discernment, no discretion. You taking money for shit that you know you can't get done. See what I'm saying?
Okay, so we're supposed to be on. The only reason why my understanding from y'all is the only reason why you paid for the webinar because it was advertised that the broker and I remember him putting a short out about that, talking about you want to give it the broker $250, have the broker there, the broker. I remember him saying that. Okay, so he was saying that basically if you pay $250 for the webinar, not only will you get the webinar, but the broker and the Unc is going to be there for y'all to talk to him. So this is why you need to pay $250. Okay, all right, go ahead.
People keep coming in the thing, and they're not supposed to be there, so he said we're going to get one-on-one.
So now he's lying. Say you got scheduled one-on-one, saying that people are showing up and not supposed to be there, which that's an easy fix. You take a roll call who paid and do a roll call before the class starts. And if they're not supposed to be there, you just ban them out the studio. That's an easy fix. Just take a roll call. And if they're not supposed to be there, you can ban them from the webinar. So how do you not know who's coming in your webinar that they paid for? Why are you not even taking the list, being responsible, having your shit in order? You should know who paid for your webinar. You should know.
Because, people coming in the thing and they're not supposed to be there, so you can schedule one-on-one. That doesn't even happen.
Okay, but if you're holding a webinar on Zoom,
Very, she said that never even happened. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. That's all we saying. It just goes on and on and on. It just goes on and on and on. Like, you never throw stones when you are in a fucking glass house. You never do that.
and you can have a guest. That's why you have a waiting room. You can screen who comes in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the one-on-one never happened as well.
I just stopped, messing with him. After that, I'm like, you know what?
Wow.
You can't get my money no more. Ooh, I just stopped, tuning in for him. And then, Pastor Freedom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she must have found somebody must have tricked on me or something like that. And she came on his platform cursing him out, and somebody told me she was on there cursing him out, and I was on there started laughing like, get his ass to me. Fuck nigga.
Oh, because I think this is the time when people pay $500, right? People paid $500 and he played her webinar, not knowing they already attended hers.
Yeah, we already don't say to make a video already. Yeah. Paying the money for.
And so when
those two people that were in the video, that were in that webinar that they paid $500 for, Midwest charged $500 for. The audio, it probably is. I'm sorry. So basically, the they were. I try to turn it up as loud as I can, but they were very. Yeah, the audio is up as loud as it can get. Basically, so Midwest charged them $500. Midwest charged them $500. Well, y'all, it's in this video right here. It's in my videos. Bombshell allegates for 2 more of his scams. It's in my videos. You can go back and watch the video in its entirety. But this specific part was Tamika had that discharge that shit video. He said he had a webinar, and then when people paid $500 for the webinar, he played her video. And then they realized that, hold on, we already seen this video. And that's when Midwest ended the webinar and never came back.
not knowing they already attended hers.
Yeah, we already saying to make a video already. Yeah, we paying the money for.
And so when Midwest found out, when someone told him, hold on, this Tamika video, he ended the live.
Yep.
And then got on the short talk about, hey, no refunds. No refunds. And then left the room, and then everybody was just sitting there.
Yeah, everybody came back and they want their refund back. And then no refund. They don't get no refund. Y'all pay for the webinar.
This is Midwest EDU, the person that's for the people, trying to help the people. The same people that's over there right now singing his praises, like, oh man, it was just such a good God. The Most High is blessing me. But hold on, you can you can. I don't want you to lose your train of thought. But if you notice how when he keeps saying the Most High blesses him, you understand why he really keeps cursing him, because nothing ever works that he tries. See, but the people that's over there now, he wants to erase y'all that's been there, because you notice that everybody that was there a year or two, everybody's new. He don't want nobody that's been sticking around for too.
Short about me, found out
because he's. Wow. So man, what led up to you for too long? Because
the license plate and everything, and doing I forgot the passport stuff. I'm like, that's Tamika shit.
That's all Tamika, yeah, because she talks about that stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, that's Tamika shit. How you gonna tell her you ain't know her shit, but you delivering her shit right here, right now?
But here's even one bigger. Once he started seeing mama, so
at this point, Tamika caught him selling her stuff. Inshallah, say he wasn't doing it. She caught him selling her stuff, so went on his live and cussed him out. Y'all would never see that video because he took it down.
Notice how his tone started changing, talking about refund your credits, the Congressional Act. He was actually caught dead listening to one of my lives and my videos before he went live, and he didn't realize I was still playing in the background. You can hear me clear as day in this background. And he cut that part off. Yeah, so he steals from everybody because remember, he has nothing to offer to people, and the only reason why he offers products and services for sale because he's broke. He has no life. He has no savings. He has no insurance policy. He could drop dead today, and his kids would be out back. He has nothing. So, y'all, wow. So, man, what led up to you? I pay him, keeps his life. Okay.
Yeah. So
You cussing him out now.
When he okay, after when Tamika came on the live, she was cussing him out. I was basically commenting, like laughing and
okay.
Yeah. So then he made a public short about me, talking about some. Yeah, you need to I'm gonna deactivate your status correction and your PPID. I'm like, he was like, you need to give me a call.
So deactivate your status correction and your PPID. The ID. There go more evidence.
He was like, yeah, I ain't really got nothing to say to you. I'm just gonna deactivate all your stuff and quit. I text this motherfucker. I went in on him. I said, you gay bitch ass nigga. You gonna deactivate something I rightfully paid for and stuff like that. I just went in on him.
Wow, as you should. And he was mad at you like a pussy, like a little coward that he is, because he got caught. He got caught stealing.
Right. Then he tried to even further lie. Found out from somebody said that they overheard me talking to the niggas.
I told you, or he lied, and I'm not, and this is something that I've noticed him. He will lie, do anything not to make himself look bad. When he gets desperate back against it, he will lie on anybody. He'll lie. That's what I'm saying. When the shit hits the fan, he's everybody, Money Boy going down, King B going, everybody around him going down, because he cares about nobody but himself. And it's evident.
I don't even know nobody.
Right, you coming as a come on now.
I'm like, what?
Now, what it was is, see, the problem, see, with me, this is what he does. Anybody that
So you've seen that. A whole rundown of a whole rundown it's not these are other people's dealings with him. These are other people's dealing with. Now I'm about to show you this video of this lady made against him. Watch. I'm about to show you this video this lady made against him. What's her name? Virgo? Watch. This is a video, lady. This lady made the video against him. What was her name? What was her name? I think her name was Virgo. The lady made it against him. What the hell is her name? I think his name Virgo. What was her name? Let me look at my subscriptions right quick. Was it Virgo? What's her name? I think it's Virgo. Right, and it's not me. Think this. This is not on me. This is not me. This is not me. Where's that lady name? Maybe they don't want me to see it today. Maybe they don't want me to. And it wasn't me. It's this lady. It's a white lady. It's a white lady. It's the white lady. And she made a video on Midwest Money Boy, and she caught him scamming live. Hold on. She caught him scamming live. She caught him scamming. What was her name? Yeah, what's that white lady name? Her name Virgo. Miss Virgo. What's that white lady name, y'all? Yeah, what's that lady name? What's that lady name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. What's her name? Virgo. It was some. It was some shit that she. because she caught him. Y'all, what? Hey, what's the name of that video, y'all? What's the name of that video? Y'all know which one I'm talking about. I'll find it. I forgot her name. What's her video name? I want y'all to see this video so bad. What was her name, y'all? Is it her? What was her name? Y'all, what was the name of her video? Oh, he gonna be happy if I don't find this one. Fuck. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. God damn it. All right, y'all. So watch this. I think it was this one. I think I know which one. I know what it was. Money Boy. It was some shit because that lady. I think here we go. Knew I'd find it. This video, that's it.
Good morning, everyone. Virgo here. It is still June 8th, 2020. Happy Monday once again to everyone.
Now this is 2020. This is years ago. I found it. This is a few years back, y'all. Virgo Triad. That's the name. God damn it, I keep forgetting. Little Money Boy, Midwest, exposed as con artist again. Now, she made one in 2017. Around the same time he was talking about he was getting this fidelity and routing numbers. This is a white lady. It's a white lady. It's not me. She actually made a video about him. Right. It's the white lady.
All right, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of things that I actually posted over the weekend. I have an explanation as to why these were posted, and it's quite a funny one, and I want to make sure that everyone understands it. But not only that, this particular group of individuals have been scamming since 2017 that I'm aware of, and I'm sure
she said been scamming since 2017, which she's aware of. What is it? Virgo. Her name is Virgo Triad. Larry King Lion. Hey, yo. Lion King.
probably prior to that, maybe just not on this platform. Once again, even though I thought it was probably over with for at least a little while, they have turned up the music on their scam. Originally, they were the TDA account, Secret Squirrel account scammers.
Right. You see that? The TDA account, remember? He took all those videos down for 2015 and 2017. All that time, he was helping people from those routing numbers in the account, getting money. Right. You see what I'm saying? This is a history. This is a history. And what she does is she follows sovereign citizens who are scamming and puts videos out on them. She has another video out on them. So they ain't just starting with me. This is a pattern. This is a history. So the FBI, when they look at this video, they like, God damn. That's what I'm saying. You got a history of this.
And then they turned into scammers that were selling some kind of health juice they were making on their own dirty stoves at home without, mind you, a health permit from their state. And now they have taken up a new point on the TDA account scam, and they're claiming that they're paying bills for everyone in whatever amount the person wants that bill paid for, provided that they give a fiat donation prior to the actual paying of those bills. All right, so it sounds legit, right? I mean, come on, who wouldn't take that offer? All right, so the very first one that I actually posted over the weekend was on Money Boy Films Midwest, and basically I shared what it is that he was making the statement on while he was telling people how to access their TDA accounts. This is, as you can see, part 2. Part 1, I didn't actually post.
So this is part 2, and he was trying to tell everybody how to access your TDA account, part 2. Does this now sound not, or does it do that sound like sovereign citizen? He keeps claiming he's not a sovereign citizen. Everything that he does is always sovereign citizen-like.
All right, so if you go over, use this link, and I'll put it in the description of this video. You go over and you actually take a look at Money Boy Midwest. You will see that what he is talking about is all about these secret squirrel accounts and how you access them. But before you do any of that, you have to contact him personally and talk to him personally so he can really draw you in. Now, they only say so much now because they know they're being watched on a regular basis by one of the watchdogs, which is funny in itself because they try to hide things in their conversations and their live streams. And they call them different things than what they really are in order to try to hide the scam that they are still running. And I do mean these guys have scammed enough over the last 4 years that I'm aware of that in reality, civil RICO charges could be filed against them. There are plenty of people that have come over to the Virgo Triad channel saying, hey, you were...
Told you. Talk about me. See what I'm saying? See? And they over there now. So imagine when the watchdogs, the policy enforcers, contact all these people through that. What, I mean, how many stories on stories on stories do you think they're going to have from people? How many stories you think they're going to have? You see what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. Don't throw stones if you live in a glass house.
Right. I'm sorry I was a jerk. These guys scammed me. They run all kinds of scams, some of them funnier than others. The amazing juice scam that they ran in 2018 was particularly funny, especially when they showed themselves making this supposed health juice, selling it for $25 per mason jar, in which they sealed only with a piece of masking tape. And showing it being cooked on an absolutely filthy stove.
But it's around the same time you already accessed your TDA. Why are you cooking on a filthy stove? Why are you doing that?
That was one of Money Boy Midwest's particular scams that he was running. And then when he found out that I was letting people know that what they were getting was not only not sanitary, but he wasn't licensed by the actual state to be doing anything like this, he tried to falsify some documents as a business license to prove to me he had the right to do it, in which I very rapidly went through the state website and found out not even the $10 for that particular business license had been paid. It wasn't in his name, but rather in his wife's or girlfriend's name. It appeared.
Remember I said that? It's never in his name's, in his wife girlfriend's name. The house that he was living in before was never in his name. It was in his girl's name. The house that he's in now, not in his name. In his girl's name now, not from the business account, not from the business. The business didn't buy the home.
And the health department had no idea who this guy was. It got so bad at one point that the other money boy, which was the original money boy, he used to be a rapper, said, "Hey man, stop doing this." Because, of course, he's doing it in Money Boy's name. He calls himself Midwest now. But
now, this is the time where they had their fallout. Money Boy Midwest had their fallout for obvious reasons. Turkey and turnip. Want to play for me, please? Turkey and turnips.
But make no mistake, he's the same Money Boy Midwest, the same guy that runs the scams with the original Money Boy who used to be a rapper. And these are also the same guys that made a video called Murder Man. And that video is, well, it's a song and it's quite interesting if you listen to it. All right, so I went ahead and shared this, and while he was actually talking on this particular live stream, he saw that I had shared it, and he saw that I shared it with the warning, Money Boy Midwest is scamming once again. So I went back over to watch his face because I knew that he would recognize me, and this is what he ended up making.
Man, they ended my live stream, man.
Notice how they didn't never end the live stream. He ended it once he realized the lady was there. If you got nothing to hide, why do you end your live streams?
He's going to do here, as you can probably hear, he's saying, man, they ended my live stream, because he's going to claim that it's the agents who are doing this to him, even though the truth is he ended his own live stream. And he ended that live stream after he noticed that I shared his video, full well knowing I was getting ready to expose his ass yet again. Oh, let me just say, by the way, my commentary on here shows this as being fair use for educational reasons, and therefore you really can't touch me in terms of a copyright strike, just in case you were considering it.
Yep, because it's fair use.
If you,
for educational purposes to alert the people. I'm protected under the Fair Use Act of Congress. Me too.
you listen further into this video, and I'm going to find it for you here in just a moment. I'm hoping you can hear it okay. He gets a phone call from his buddy, I would imagine probably Chris. Chris is one that really hates Virgo a lot. Matter of fact, he not very long ago ended up somehow popping off of my blocked area and putting a comment that was really nasty in my comment section not too long ago. He is a friend of the Money Boys, and he really doesn't like me at all for exposing them the first time around. See, when we exposed them the first time around, they lost an awful lot of their subscribers and ended up having to kind of close up shop with a bunch of the Money Boy t-shirts and stuff left over. Well, that's what happens when you're a scam artist. When you're a con artist, you have to take the fact that somebody's going to expose you for being a con artist into account when you decide to stock up on a bunch of material. All right, so here we go. Let me find for you the area where he actually talks about the fact that he has seen that I have put forward in my communities section and shared his video exposing him.
Macaroni. Turn up and turkey.
Right. Straight up. Right. Oh man, this bitch that shared my video. I'm like, yeah, she on some bullshit.
What you're about to see is him pick up the phone with a phone call who I am assuming is probably Chris, and he's speaking on the phone. What you're about to hear when he is so elegantly saying F them is he's referring to me.
Huh? Man, fuck them. On the real. Tell you I'm back live again. Fuck them. Hell yeah. Motherfuckers need to know the truth. Motherfuckers.
Here we go. Now, as you'll notice, this is a complete act right here because he's trying to keep what few subscribers that he actually has that are paying attention to what he's saying. So he's saying, screw them. People need to know the truth. You know.
That's the typical. Yo, this shit is crazy. They need to know the truth. Right.
Oh, you can tell by the look on his face that he is not telling the truth, but this gets funnier as we go. Here you go. Now you hear him say, this bitch done shared my video. Yes, I did. Because you are a con artist and a scammer and all of the people that are buying your bullshit, which is, hey, we don't believe in fiat. Fiat isn't really money. Only gold and silver is.
Ain't that what he always say? But still accepting them donations. Ain't that what he always say? Money ain't shit. Money ain't shit. Right.
Money, and we have the keys to the castle when it comes to the secret squirrel accounts. We'll pay your heavy duty bills for you if you just send in a donation in that worthless fiat money to my Cash App or my PayPal. It has to be $20 or more now, but I'll pay whatever bill you put forward. Isn't that a great deal?
So his scam that he always talked about on his video is helping people. Is they put a little money up front. He pays their bills. Those accounts end up getting reversed. Those people get blocked. And that transformed to all his other shit. You pay money up front. I'll pay all your bills on the back end. Right.
Straight up, we over here giving motherfuckers facts. We got proof.
All right. So here we go. Here's a little bit more. Not one tiny little ounce of proof have we ever seen come out of the Money Boys, and it's actually really hilarious.
To this date, too. To this date.
Because let's face it, they've had 4 years to get it to us.
No, I don't go back and forth with her. I just said what I said, and I'm done.
He's telling him, don't go back and forth with her because they remember what happened in 2018 after the amazing juice, and they don't want to mess with me. I will absolutely bring them down. I've done it once before, and they know that it's not a good idea to make any claims or statements having my name involved in it. But I've already caught him, so it doesn't really matter, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, because nobody talk about her or fuck with her or mention her or none of that. Go on about your business, you know. Let us help who want to be helped, and whoever don't, go on about your business. And nobody told you shit. You ain't hear me say I was selling nothing. Did you hear me say I was selling something?
Oh, yes, you have, guys. Anytime you boys decide that you're going to start scamming people on the YouTube platform, you're messing with me every single time. And I will continue to watch you and expose what it is that you're doing. every single time. Selling something, no, but running an actual scam by claiming that people have to donate a minimum of $20 fiat money to you, to your PayPal or Cash App or what have you, in order for you to, quote, pay their bills, which you have multitudes of videos making this claim. That, my dear, is a scam. And you are a scam artist, and you know it. But let's move forward.
Right, like carry your ass to sleep. It's right, like go
Boy, he sounded like she was a thorn in his side. She's a thorn in his side.
to sleep.
He's saying, why is it that she's got this information on me at like 2:00 in the morning? Well, because I realized that just like several others that are on YouTube now, figure that none of the watchdogs will be awake in the middle of the night to watch you. But you would be so wrong.
Mm-hmm.
All good, y'all. I'm in this little live. This was just coming back to let y'all know that I didn't end that live. They did that because we was telling the truth, and that's what they do.
Now he's making the claim once again.
You see, he started off going live today. His ass got the fuck off live, didn't he? He ain't on live right now, is he? He started off going live today. I went live right after. I went live like 5 minutes after he went live. He got the fuck off live. Man, Midwest got the fuck off live as soon as he seen me get on. He got off live. He got off live, didn't he? Called the IRS. Now let's talk. Let's give him something to talk about. Want to make a report? Let's give him something to make a report about. And this is the thing I'm saying. This ain't me. This is a, I don't even know this lady. Totally unrelated. But everybody in the two victim of his scam, everybody's saying the same thing. And I got more phone calls recorded, more fraudulent documents. I mean, come on. Yeah. Now, if he issues a public apology, then maybe I'll lay off him. But I got more, and more is coming. More is coming. More damning evidence is coming. Don't throw stones when you live in a glass house.
That we or us or they ended his live stream. But I'm going to show you at the end of this that he forgot one thing that he did. And that was put it on his actual communities tab and share it. And if it had actually been ended, it wouldn't be there anymore. And he's absolutely full of shit. And you can see it across his shit-eating grin right there. Absolutely, it was not ended. It's still on his channel. It's just unlisted, and I'll prove that to you in just a moment. But what he's trying to do here is make his subscribers, or the people he's scamming, actually believe that we are agents of some sort or work for YouTube or something of that sort, and that they're the only ones who are providing the truth. Now listen to his next couple of comments. I think you will understand why this information was put up to share in the first place, as far as the second comment that I put out a few minutes after the first one.
So shit off in the middle of the truth being told, but it's all in the comments. So they can't, it's too late. And if they do, Trump that signed the executive order, so that's violating my constitutional right. So.
Oh, and he completely misunderstands this supposed executive order thing. He does not understand how that would work in the first place. It's absolutely crazy, but I'm not even going to go into that. He can continue to misunderstand that all day long.
Yeah, I screenshot everything, so they can take it down. It's screenshotted already. We good.
Okay, you're all.
Now remember, no one ever stopped his live. That's his excuse to get off the live that she's on, because she's going to expose him, and he don't want the people that's following him in the moment to read or hear what she has to say. That's his typical playbook. He don't want the people who don't know about him to get hit to who he really is. That's his typical go-to.
All good, right? You're good, Midwest? Let's show you how good you are. All right, so I went over, excuse me, let me find the right thing here. So I went back over to my communities tab and I put the second comment to share, and I put, screenshot this, scammer. RICO cases are great for TDA gurus.
And all prime example, they're just going to get that. They're going to get all that. And then they're going to sit back and they do the investigation. They're going to contact people who was in the groups, in the class, what they paid. They're going to start all that. They're going, I mean, I'm just saying, you did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. You started saying that I'm coming in under another account, commenting on your videos. I don't care about your boring ass lives. You brought my name back up. You lied on my name, saying I ran off with your paperwork, never did any type of business with you. You did this. And now I'm not stopping.
And you know what? They are. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take you over to Midwest community page, because I want you to see that those videos, or that particular video, is still there, even though he claims that it was taken down by an agent or by YouTube. And here you go. Here is the exact same video accessing your TDA account part 2. Let's go. And then you will notice that as he continued to go, he started putting videos up not publicly anymore. The truth is, YouTube nor any agent took any of your videos down. You're a scammer, and you want people to think that you have some wonderful knowledge that no one else has, when in reality, you can't even cover your own tracks, Midwest. Look, you could have at least taken down the video that you claimed was not there anymore. You're funny. Anyway, this is what Midwest channel looks like. The link will be in the description of this video.
He took all these videos down. See that? He took all these videos down. Look, all these videos on the YouTube database. All these videos on the YouTube database. All they got to do is come back. They get a subpoena. They get a search warrant, and they're going to hand over the files. Midwest, what do you think is going to be on those files? What do you think will be on the videos? You actively, fraudulently doing the TDA scam, which the government says complete scam. You actively selling fake QSIPs, telling people to email you with the names. Remember the list of names you used to have for those QSIPs? Remember? And then that so-called lady that was working with you, if she exists, you don't think she gonna tell them what happened? Huh? And ain't got to worry about Alessandra. You gonna lead them to Alessandra. Oh, you gonna give up Alessandra. You gonna give her up. Ain't got to worry about that.
This particular party is a scammer. They scam people for lots of money and then disappear or never assist another person, that person, with anything, especially not with paying bills with supposed TDA's secret squirrel accounts that don't.
Remember I told you the hallmark of a sovereign citizen teacher? They always trying to get you out of paying your bills. Always trying to get you out of using money to pay your bills.
Don't exist. So you can see
Michael,
how many times he's tried this live with Midwest, paying bills.
Michael Tamolini, you come in saying Lamar Jackson is an absolute bum. Dude has one playoff win, got curbed last night against Philly. Absolute fucking bum. Okay, I mean, I guess he ain't a bum, but yeah, we're just gonna have. As a matter of fact, we'll just get you up out of here for not being on the topic. You gotta be on topic.
Paying bills for the people. And if you go into the video section here, you will see that there is a ton of
Look, all this, access to your TDA. These are all the videos you took down. You took all these videos down. Remember all these? Remember the securities? Remember that? The videos that's not on your channel right now because you took them down? Remember, the people need to know the truth. So if you standing on business, standing on truth, why you take the videos down? Won't you let the people see the videos so they can know the truth, right? Don't they need to know the truth? They need to know the truth, right? Look at all these videos you took down. That's in the YouTube database.
videos pertaining to TDA accounts and all of the paying bills stuff and all of the live with Midwest that he's got going here. For a while, it seemed like he was going to stop. He tried doing other things like bingo and talking about Trump. He tried several other scenarios where he was just reporting news and that sort of thing. But the truth is, they always go back to their roots. Always. They tried selling coffee. That might have been legitimate, but apparently not as good a money as scamming, because they've now gone back to scamming in full force. Sorry, Midwest, but every time you pull this, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be watching you. I'm going to be turning it in, and I'm going to be exposing it. And if you don't like it, well, that's just too damn bad. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye now.
Now, how is any of this my fault? How is this my fault? We'll do the Balenciaga background. How is this my fault? How is this my fault?
As you guys see, I used my IPP ID in the bank yesterday. Don't forget to get your IPP ID. They $450. Hit your boy Midwest up. Tax exempt. Do not detain. Do not stop. Yeah, that. As you.
$450. And you know what's so crazy? When the FBI prosecuted those dudes in Missouri, they said that the scammers were selling the cars from $450 through $2,500. You started it right at $450, like they said. You know, why would you do $450? You should say like $320. You said $450. The same number in which they said the ones they prosecuted for you doing the same thing. It just, so next time you want to call the IRS about me, make sure you don't forget to tell them about you. All right? Before you call them about me, tell them about you. That's all I'm saying. Because this is not me. I didn't make this stuff up, what you did. These are real live people that was on a phone call. And it's a real live lady in which I'm going to contact Miss Virgo Triad today. Contact Miss Virgo Triad today. So, I don't know, man. You wanted to go down this path? We go down this path. You want to go down it? Let's go. Pay your bills through your TDA. That was your rhetoric. You trying to reinvent yourself like you this new businessman. This is what you did. This is your background. In all those videos you talk about Chris Houser, you took all the videos she showed, you took them down. You want nobody to know that side of Midwest. You took them down. You took them down. Kicking that man back in when you was his #1 fan. That white man wouldn't give you the time of day. That white man wouldn't give you time of day. But you took him down. If people need to know the truth, why are you blocking the truth from the people? Before I go, y'all seen that? Y'all seen all of it? Y'all heard testimonies from people who spent money with him. You heard the lady Virgo Triad that was on his ass. Like, come on, man. So now let me get back to my documents. Before Telegram class tonight. All right, y'all. I will talk to you later.